Hi, welcome to Susina's seated mini workout. So I'm just going to take you through a few exercises just to do some warming up, obviously to begin with, to get the muscles nice and warm, get the circulation going. And then we're going to do some mobility exercises to get our joints loose, then some strength exercises, and we'll finish with a little stretch at the end. So when you're ready, you're going to make sure you're sat forward in the chair. So we want a nice upright posture, and we hip walk to the front of our seat. Our knees are over our ankles, our shoulders are over our hips. And it's always important that you've got a good sturdy chair that you're using. So we're just going to start with a little foot march, making sure the feet come up off the floor. And we're just getting the circulation going. And then bringing the arms in as well, swinging the arms. So we're going to try and swing from our shoulders to loosen up the shoulder joints, gradually making the movements bigger and bigger. Okay, then keeping the legs still, we're going to do a little bit of boxing, just punching out in front, a little bit of twisting of the body, just waking all these muscles up, preparing them for the strength exercises. Then we're going to box their ears, so a little bit more twist of the body, keeping the stomach muscles pulled in. And then punching upwards. And then we're going to paddle the arms. So we'll do 2 on each side, nice big paddling action. And then we're going to extend alternate leg forward. So you're tapping the heel out in front. Now all the time we're remembering our posture. So we've got that piece of string pulling us up from the top of our head. So we've got a nice straight back. Now see if you can get the opposite arm going. So if at any point you find it too much sitting forward in the chair, do your hip walk to the back of the chair again, let your back recover. It's really important we've got good posture throughout these exercises. Then we're going to circle the arms around and circle them around the other way. And we're going to march the feet out a little bit wider this time, again trying to get them right up off of the floor. So a nice big march of the feet. If you want to, get the arms swinging as well to get the circulation going a bit more. Then bring them in a bit closer. And out a bit wider. And in a bit closer again. Brilliant. So hopefully you're feeling a bit warmer now. So we're going to go into loosening up our joints. So sitting nice and tall, we're just going to tuck the chin backwards and forwards. Keep the chin parallel to the floor, tuck it back, push it forwards. This exercise is really important for restacking the vertebrae in our neck and getting good head posture, head position. So then we keep the chin tucked and we look side to side, keeping our chin parallel to the floor and trying to go a little bit further on each one as we loosen the neck. Then to the centre, keep the chin tucked and we'll shrug our shoulders up and down, all the way up, all the way down. Get rid of any tension you're carrying in your shoulders, loosening the shoulder joint. And then circling them forwards. So we pull them back, up, forward and down. Nice big circles of the shoulder. Getting rid of all that tension in them. Then we do the opposite. It's forward, up, back and down. Forward, up, back and down. Then we're going to loosen up the trunk of the body. So we want our hands on our lower back just to give it a bit of support, and then we arch the back. So you'll notice I'm not leaning back, an arch in the back. So we're still lengthening through the spine. We're not collapsing the spine backwards. It's that feeling that you've been bending over, maybe you've been digging the garden and you need to release the tension from your back. And then up nice. So imagine you're between two panes of glass. Let the arms just hang and we'll lean side to side, loosening up the vertebrae some more, loosening up the spine. So there's no forward or backward flexion, just side to side between those panes of glass. And again, trying to go a little bit further each time, but all the time making sure your bottom's firmly on the seat. And then up nice and tall, we fold the arms across the chest, keeping the hips nice and still. We twist side to side, loosening off the back some more. Again, try and go a bit further each time. And making sure the head's going round as well as the body. And to the centre. Then we'll loosen up the ankles, holding onto the edge of the chair. Imagine you've got your penny on the floor in line with your instep. Tiptoe on the penny, then the heel. Tiptoe, heel. So we point, we pull up. We point, we pull up. Nice big ankle movement. Get rid of any tension around the ankle. Then the same on the other side. Point, pull up. Point, pull up. Just one more. And then loosening up the wrists, just up and down, circle them around, circle them the other way around. Now we've sat quite still, so we're just going to get the circulation up once more. So we're just going to extend that leg out, tapping the floor, see if you can get the opposite arm going as well. So it's good for our coordination as well as for our circulation. So getting that opposite arm working to the leg. And get those arms punching again, up nice and tall, a little twist to wake up the trunk of the body. Okay, we're going to do some strength work. Now I've got some hand weights here, but if you haven't got any hand weights, you could use a couple of tin cans out of your cupboard or a couple of bottles filled up with some water that you could hold. So we just want to add some resistance to the muscles for our strength work. So we're going to start with an exercise called 21. So we want to stay forward in the chair, letting the arms hang by our side. Now our palms are forward. So there's 3 parts to this exercise. The first part is that we do 7 curl-ups halfway and down. So we bring it up to 90-degree bend, all the way down to feel the stretch. 3, 4, 5, so it's all about control here. 6, 7. Now we stay there, we do the top half for 7. Curl up, bring it down to halfway. Curl up, bring it down to halfway. 4, 5, 6, so one more. Then we're going to bring it all the way down. We do 7 whole ones this time. So keeping the elbows tucked in, curl up, squeeze your biceps at the top, bring it all the way down. Get a nice stretch through the biceps. 2, and slowly down with control. 3, really squeeze the biceps. 4, so this is really good for strengthening the front of the upper arm. 5, 6, and the last one, curl up. We'll bring it down extra slowly, just to really make that muscle work at the end. Brilliant. Now we're going to do a lateral raise. So this is to work the side part of the shoulder. It's really important we keep good technique, so we want a slightly bent elbow, palms are inwards, we lift it out just to shoulder height, no higher, palms are towards the floor, and we slowly lower it down. So we're going to do 10 of these, 2, and slowly down. Again, it's all about keeping control, we're not flinging the muscles, we're lifting with control, we're lowering with control. 4, 5, 6, 7, make sure those wrists are nice and firm, you're not letting the wrists bend. 8, so last 2 to go. Should be really feeling it in the side of the shoulders now. 10, just pause, bring it down really slowly. Lovely. Now we're going to work our waist. It's quite a big muscle, so if your back is strong enough, you can place 2 weights in one hand. If you're holding tin cans, obviously you won't be able to manage that. So you can always put one on the floor if you need to. You can move across to the edge of the chair slightly, and we're going to lean as if we're between 2 panes of glass, down to the side and up. Make sure your bottom stays firmly on the floor, your feet stay firmly on the floor. Your bottom firmly on the chair. I think I said on the floor there. Your bottom's firmly on your chair. Lean to the side and up. So remembering those 2 panes of glass. So we're going to do 5 more. Keep the tummy pulled in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Brilliant. Then to the other side. So if you find you've got quite a big chair, again you can shuffle across so you don't catch your weights on the chair between our 2 panes, and we lean down. We get a nice stretch in the opposite side and up. If you're worried about going too far, so you keep your hand on the side of the chair and making sure your weight's equal in both feet and your bottom's firmly on the seat all the time. Okay, we're going to do 5 more. We're halfway there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up. And then make sure you're back on the middle of the chair, knees over the ankles. We're going to do a calf raise. Our calf is the back of the lower leg. So we're going to add some resistance by holding our waist. Doesn't matter if it's this way or this way, but hold it just above the knee with the knee directly over the ankle. And we're going to lift the heels up and slowly lower. So we're squeezing the back of the lower leg. So as you come up, really press down into the big toes and slowly lower. 4, slowly down, lift. 5 to go. 5, 4, no, not too quick, otherwise you can give yourself cramp. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly down. Brilliant. Now we're going to do the front of the arm again, our biceps. But this time we're doing it differently. Our palms are facing inwards and we're just going to curl all the way up and all the way down. So all the time the palms are inwards. We're going to go for 10 of these. So this is number 2. Squeeze at the top, all the way down to stretch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, slow and controlled all the time. 8, hopefully your muscles are getting nice and warm now. 9, and we'll come up, we're going to pause halfway down for a few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. So if that was easy, maybe next time you do this workout you need to think about using a slightly heavier weight, have a little bit more resistance. Now we're going to do one more strength exercise for the front of the shoulder. Again, it's all about the technique. So we're up nice and tall, weights are by our side. We're going to lift it forward just to shoulder height and slowly down. Lift it to shoulder height, slowly down. So we're doing 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep that elbow slightly bent. One more on each side. And last one, slowly down. Brilliant. So pop your weights to one side and we're just going to cool down. It's always important that you wind back down after your exercises. So with good posture, you can just tap the heels or the toes, whichever you feel more comfortable. But just nice and gently, just let your breathing rate come back down. And then relax the feet. Just a little swing of the arms, just swing from the shoulders, keeping the hands low so it keeps the circulation nice and low. We're not speeding it up now, we're bringing it back down. And we're going to finish with a stretch. It's always important we stretch after a workout. So up nice and tall, we're going to place our right hand on our right shoulder. Give it a little push, you can feel the stretch in the back of the arm. This is our triceps or our bingo wings. And you're trying to walk the fingers down your spine, trying to get further down. If you're very flexible, you can hold it from above to get more stretch. This is the time to take some nice deep breaths as well as you wind down. Then hold on to the chair, reach the arm up nice and tall and then lean across, feel the stretch down your side after those side bends. If you can't do it with the arm up, just leave the arm down by the side if you need to. Then come into the centre, then on the other side, hand on the shoulder, fingers down our back so we can either push it from the front or lift it from above depending how flexible our shoulders are. And then reach up for the ceiling, hold the chair, reach across, pulling the arm across so you feel it from the armpit or down your side. Come to the centre, lower it down. You can always give it a little shake out as it's been over your head. Then we reach both hands for the back of the chair. Hold on to the back of the chair and you're going to lean forwards. I'll do it side on so you can see. And pull the shoulders back to get a stretch across the chest. Opens up the diaphragm, helps our breathing. Take some nice deep breaths. And if you've got osteoporosis, go easy on squeezing the shoulder blades, but if you haven't, see if you can squeeze them together even more. Bring it forwards. Then holding on to the chair, we're going to take our right leg out. We're going to place our hands on our left leg, chest up, leaning forwards, getting a nice stretch in our hamstring. When we sit, these muscles get quite tight, so really important to lengthen those muscles out, feeling it from your buttock, down the back of the leg, over the back of the knee. But ease into it nice and gently so you don't get cramp moving too suddenly. And then ease out of that stretch. So we'll do the same on the other side. I'm going to do it side on so you can see what it looks like from the side. So we lean on the bent leg, take the leg out straight, chest up, chest forward, leaning from the hips. So really using your hands to support your back here. And then ease yourself up, bring in the foot in. And we're going to finish with a calf stretch. I'll do it side on to begin with. So take the leg out and you're pulling your toes up towards your knee to stretch through the back of the lower leg this time. Pulling the toes up pushing the heel away. And then bring it in. Then you're going to do the same on the other leg, taking it out, pulling the toes up, pushing the heel away. Feel that calf stretching and loosening. So it's always important to stretch at the end, get rid of any lactic acid in the muscles, lengthen the muscles back out as you've been tightening them, doing your strength work. And bring it in. Then as you're finished, hold the chair, just hip walk to the back of the chair. And it's important now you go and have a glass of water after exercising. So well done, and hopefully see you again.